Hello, today I'm going to do Powers review for the last episode. It was called Inside Man. Season 6, episode 6. Let's get it, let's go. If you have not been following Power, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This last season has just, the first two episodes were intense, just straightforward. 3 and 4, mm, 5 and 6, baby. Y'all better hit that like button. Y'all better go ahead and subscribe and get your power life together because it's the last season. It's just going down. But anyway, getting into it to do a brief recap of last episode. TARIQ ended up being held hostage by Vincent because he tried to pull one over on the dope man. They gave that man some damn bad aspirins instead of his pills he promised because he didn't have to connect. He didn't have to supply. Tommy and Ghost, they still basically trying to kill each other. The last episode, Tommy ended up killing Proctor because he knew Proctor was talking and telling on him. So he went and took him out. He gone. But the thing about it, when he took him out, he went and shot up Ghost's penthouse. And on top of that, TARIQ helped him. It was a mess. TASHA, she around here trying to open his daycare, getting blackmailed, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. It's just been going on. Getting into this episode. So we start out, of course, with TARIQ being held hostage by Vincent. In the beginning, everybody was thinking, oh, okay, well, he did that because of the dope. TARIQ talked the man in to hold him for ransom to get $2 million because he knew that his family would pay, which was, Tommy, his dad. So basically, Tommy and Ghost put their little beef aside for right now to go ahead and get this child back. They called it a truce. Tasha, of course, she didn't know. She was left in the dark until what's his name? Vincent came to her and told her, reminded her, okay, I'm not playing with you. I want my motherfucking money. You want your child? I want my $2 million, like I told your husband. So that's how she found out. It's just been so much going on. I got my little notes, girl, because I watched it like 3 times. That's how good it was. It was so intense and everything. Y'all need to go back and watch last episode. Now that one, girl, it took me a whole week to get. It was just so much going on. But anyway, so Ghost formally asked for Tommy's help. He like, look, I need your help getting my son back. To get the money back, what they ended up doing was getting some more product, and everybody basically was trying to push as much as they can for 24 hours to get the $2 million. Because they were going to fall short, Ghost went and asked Tate to borrow $1 million, and Tate was like, hell no. So basically, what he ended up telling him, he needed $1 million loan, and he would pay him back in 24 hours. And he was like, look, hell no. Basically, he was like, look, they're going to be, my accounts and everything is going to be under heavy scrutiny. I can't give you that kind of money or whatever. And then, he couldn't chance to, not getting his money back. So Ghost blackmails him and remind him of the recording that he have of Tate. And also, if Alphonse heard the tape, was a witness on the tape, about the conversation that was had. So Tate ended up letting him loaning him the money. So all the product they pushed, Tommy enlisted his premieres to get the get the product moving. Ghost ended up going to get Dre. Now, of course, Dre can't be trusted, but at the end of the day, he was trying to find a way to help Dre get his daughter back. So it worked for Ghost, and it don't help, hurt to try to get what's the lady name? The one that's over what's the name? Campaign over takes campaign to call child services to try to look into the child that's in the system, things like that. So that was very helpful. But anyway, so Dre get out here on the scene. Of course, because Ghost don't trust him, he sends Alphonse to go work with him. Dre and Alphonse is just not clicking. So basically, Dre is like, look, man, what you doing? You gonna push this product or whatever? He goes, I'm waiting for the competition to clear out. He was like, so you gonna sit here and wait for these dudes to leave or whatever? So he basically told Alphonse Dre, well, I'm gonna get paid regardless. So he was like, well, what you got, some kind of side ish going on? You need to let me know about whatever like that. He didn't tell him. So then, of course, that really, really pissed Dre off because, it kind of put him in a situation like, okay, well, what's really going on? So, Tasha, I like how Tasha, Tommy, Ghost, well, the two couples got together and really, really worked through this thing. Even though, of course, Keisha was pissed. She was like, I can't stand Ghost. I don't want to work with either one of them. He just tried to kill you, shot your car up, thought he killed you and all that. But anyway, they put all that aside to go ahead and work and get this little ignorant child, TARIQ. I'm so tired of him because he don't even have no loyalty to his parents. He don't have no loyalty to Tommy. Why the fuck he there? Anyway, they should let him keep it. Anyway, so they worked all that out. In that meeting, it was revealed that let me get it right. That Keisha would be using her business to clean money, and Tasha was like, no, and she wanted to use her daycare, and she ended up, I guess, agreeing to let her at least look over the books if she gonna do it. So, in fulfilling that, Tasha went over to the daycare. Not Tasha. Keisha went over to the daycare, and in the midst of that, Zeke, which is the little drug dude, the dope dealer in the neighborhood with a daycare center at, that basically want to get the money back from Tasha. He told her he needed $1,000 a week. So he came to get his money in the middle of the day. Tasha paid him, of course. Keisha got nosy and was like, who is that guy, whatever. So she ended up breaking down, telling her who he was and what was going on. And so Keisha was like, well, look, can you get some more from him? So I guess they're going to work that in as well to make money. Because, everybody's trying to get this money. Moving along. So going back to that meeting where the four of them were together, Tasha comes up with the idea of, because of course it was a lot of money to come up with and things like that. She came up with the idea of having the benefit, the counseling tape, whatever it is, tape benefit to be robbed. So they're gonna have a crew go in there and just rob the people, because if you think about it, it's cash because they doing donations. People going it's gonna be a lot of elite people in there with jewelry, wallets. It's just gonna be a lot going on for them to really, really recoup the extra part of the money, the other meal that they need, or whatever other money they need. So going in to the benefit event. Of course, Dre is still working for Ghost at the club. While he's there, he starts seeing the different dudes that was a part of Tommy's crew. Like, what's his name? Spanky, BG. No. I didn't see BG there. I don't think he was there. Alphonse was there, and the other guy. I can't think of his name. But anyway, so he started seeing them and he like, oh snap. So he hurry up and leave because that guy, he was gonna kill Dre. Somebody go get Dre. I'm surprised they ain't got Dre yet because he is so grimy. But anyway, he hurried and got out of there because he saw it was something about to go down. Anyway, all the guys that came in that did the robbery came in dressed like they were a part of the event. They went in the back, changed their clothes, ran through the place. So the two dudes that worked for Tommy, they were in and out. They were smart. They got the jewels and all that stuff or whatever like that. The dude Alphonse got real big headed and cocky, talking trash to ghosts, talking trash about what's her name, Tasha. Um, and Tate was busy because he had a background in being a police officer, so of course they pay attention to details. They see a lot of people, so he knew somebody was behind that mask that was familiar. So when he caught the voice and everything, he called the dude's name, Alphonse. Alphonse was in there talking trash. He was like pushing up on the other lady, the campaign manager. So Ghost hands Tate a gun behind his back and creates a diversion, a little distraction or whatever, talking trash like, man, your backup gone, how you gonna get out of here, that won't smart, this is that and the third. He was like, F them niggas, I don't need them, da 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 da. Alphonse ended up getting shot by Tate. He died. They were able to get the money. So they was able to go and pay Vincent. But going back, Ghost went to go meet with Benny, which was Parker's cousin. So he, gave him his condolences or whatever. Benny was like, if you ever need me or whatever, basically, on some real cool stuff. So he ended up telling him he needed him. So he ended up getting some of his people to push what he can get them to push as well. He ended up going back to him to get his help after the fact because TARIQ did tell Tasha that Vincent said he overheard him saying he was gonna kill all of them after he got the money anyway. So Benny basically stepped in and was like, look, stepped to Vincent and was like, look, we done here. Basically, we finished or we done. So he was, he backed off because he was like, he ain't want no war with his people. So let me see if I forgot anything. Girl, it was so much that happened. Girl, it was juicy. You need to tune in. You gotta tune in, y'all. Let me see. At one point in time, when Ghost was riding with the drugs, he ended up getting pulled over. Luckily, he didn't get pulled over with them drugs in his car, but he ended up talking to the officers or whatever. And ultimately, they already verified his alibi. They couldn't ask him where he was and stuff like that. He told them voluntarily. And at the end of the day, they wanted to talk to TARIQ. They ended up talking to TARIQ. This is how they got TARIQ, because TARIQ was gone with Vincent. Excuse me. Y'all go check out that Ethiopian coffee. If you have a Wawa in your area, go get that Ethiopian coffee. So Vincent brought TARIQ to Tasha, and they all pulled up to go talk to the police or whatever at a coffee shop. TARIQ sat there and lied to the police about why he went out the back door. And then, of course, he started talking about so much death going on, and I don't understand why everybody's not. So basically, they let him go. Whatever, he lied, said some white man. He was wanted to avoid some white guy he come across in the elevator. Girl, that's what he said. So that was very racist and felt like black people shouldn't live in the building. He came up with a real elaborate lie, but of course Tasha knew he was lying. She asked him why he lied. that was that. I forgot that part. So at one point in time, they did get the 24. They in the 24 hours they did get the 2 mil. They counted the million they got from old boy, and then they came up with the money. They had 2 duffel bags. Tommy and Ghost was on the way to go get TARIQ, and Jason ran up on them. Jason was pissed off because the two of them was together. He was like, when the hell y'all start working together? And he was like, we ain't working together. So Jason took $1 million, saying that he basically caught up Ghost's account and he caught up Tommy's account. So I was like, okay, this it was crazy. So that's how they had to go back to the drawing board to get the other $1 million. Then of course Tate wanted his money. They had no choice. That's why they came up with the plan to rob that place. Now, I don't think I missed any major points, but what I do have to say is Ghost at the end, in the end scene, Tom, when Benny pulled up, Ghost was there. He noticed how Benny and Tommy looked at one another. Basically, he can tell that Tommy had killed Proctor. And I think for real, I think Benny already know. So he looked at him, and when he went back to Tasha's place, he let, because they got Tariq back. I just knew they was going to kill Tariq. I was just so over him because he was so grimy and over his head and just being dumb. But anyway, so Ghost and Tasha was talking about, what went on or whatever. And Ghost was like, you know what, I think, I'm pretty sure Tommy did it. He said, and not only that, he said, I believe Tariq helped him. He was like, because I looked at his phone records, he did talk to him prior to it. And not only that, what other reason, who else would know about the back door? So that's pretty much what I have. I think the most interesting part that came out for me, and I'm about to sum this up, girl, is when he had Tate kill Fonz. I was really thinking about that. I was like, because in the heat of the moment and all the stuff that went on, because he claimed he gave him the only copy he had of the conversation. I think that's going to be his tool to keep Tate in his pocket. Because the campaign manager already crazy about Ghost and really, really want him to be a part of the campaign. But that ensured his spot to remain where he is in that part of that campaign, because if you think about it, everything will go back to the conversation and will make it will incriminate Tate and make it look like Tate killed Alphonse because of the tape. So that's what I noticed about that episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Girl, I'm gonna see y'all next week.